Could this adaptation of the Shu Sheng-Che anime graphic novel really be entertaining and good from an American point of view? Let's talk about it. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Movie Emporium's movie review of Blades of the Guardians, the newest film from director Yuen Woo-Ping. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, people out there in the world that love wuxin action-oriented films, you have a new film from Yuen Woo-Ping, who of course is well known as being a stunt choreographer for some really big high-budgeted films, as well as very, very famous in his own right. As a director, it's a movie that stars, of course, Tony Leung. It has people like Nico Se, Wu Jing, Yu Shi, Chen Lijun, Sun Yuzi. It also has Zhang and stuff like that, and of course Jet Li. And it's a movie about a character named Dao Mei, or Dao Ma, I should say. But he's the second most wanted fugitive in China in this history, I guess you could say. And he has to fight against a bunch of clans and a bunch of warlords who are trying to kill him, not only for his money, but the fact that he is in the process of protecting the most wanted fugitive in the entire Chinese empire. And so basically it is a wuxin action film with a lot of choreography, a lot of set pieces, and maybe not the most amount of story, I guess you could say, but it is based off a famous graphic novel by Shu Sheng-Che, but it's also highly anticipated for the new Lunar New Year in China as it releases today on that particular holiday. Now, with that said, I knew this was going to be highly anticipated because not only is it Yuen Woo-Ping, but it's based off a well-regarded graphic novel that got turned into an animated series, and wuxin is a type of genre that has garnered a lot of positive praise. You know, this is this kind of stuff where everything feels kind of dance-like in a lot of respects, and you know, the fighting and the choreography is very fluid, and at least that's what I gather from what wuxin is. But I know it's a very well-populated, very popular genre that was used very well in The Matrix and stuff like that. So when it comes to this, and it's based off a graphic novel from Shu Sheng-Che, I was not really anticipating, but I was excited to watch it because I heard it was supposedly a really cool action film, and I'm really interested to see what other societies and what other nationalities do when it comes to high-budgeted, action-oriented films. So for my honest review of this movie, I can see why Yuen Woo-Ping was tapped to direct this movie. This movie is very fluid in its action. It's very beautifully choreographed. It has some great set pieces. Some of the CGI is not that great, but you can really tell the money was spent in like the constant battles that, you know, the Dao Ma character and like the main bad guys and the people who are after him and the people who fight along with him, and like the main person that he's there to protect has this like really cool, what looks like a kabuki mask in a lot of respects. And this movie just bleeds style. It just bleeds substance when it comes to its action-oriented set pieces. There's a scene in this movie, an action set piece in this movie. It deals with like a dust storm and a tornado, and it's beautifully shot and it's well choreographed. And just every movement that these martial arts masters make and everything that Woo-Ping does really bleeds on the screen. Is just, it feels like a dance choreography. It feels like the floaty action that you remember from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, the nature of just how beautifully it kind of, it works off one another, how the sword fights play off one another. You know, one of the main bad guys has like claws like Wolverine in a lot of respects. And there's a lot of cool action in this movie. And just like every 5 minutes, there's an action set piece that just kind of ramps up as it goes along, and just kind of how it moves and how it shifts and how each character kind of like plays off one another, fights off one another. It's almost like that. Once again, they're doing a dance sequence. So it's a beautifully shot movie. It's going to be one that is going to, if you like these types of movies, if you like this genre, that you're really going to enjoy it for what it is, because it's also very hardcore when it comes to like the style and the substance that it's trying to present. And that's what, once again, Woo-Ping is really known and really well at putting together, is these shots. He's 80 years old, which is pretty crazy. But once again, it's a beautifully shot movie. But when it comes to like the story, it's kind of there. There's not much to it. It's just, once again, it's a revenge tale. Once again, it's an assassination mission. Once again, it's a protection mission. It's basically very typical tropes of these types of movies where the story is just kind of there. The good guys are going to do what the good guys do. The main good guy, who's played by, of course, Wu Jing, is going to do what he's going to do. He has a kid with him. who plays like the doe-eyed kid. And there's a lot of stuff there that just kind of, it is what it is. You're basically going to see this movie for its action sequences, and you're basically not really caring about what the characters are doing. Yes, it tries to have some subtlety when it comes to its like dramatic material, and it tries to be, you know, very action oriented, dramatic in a lot of respects, but it really doesn't add up too much, in my honest opinion. It doesn't really add anything like new or exciting. It's just, once again, it's going to do really well in China because of the actors involved, and the people who love this genre or love these types of movies are going to go see this movie because it is opening in America on the same day. But once again, the action is really high or octane. It's really well done. It's really cool to look at, but once again, the story just doesn't really have much there. I think the characters are kind of flat. I don't think they really add up too much, and that's just my point of view from as an American watching a Chinese action wuxia film. I see it as really fun to watch. I was never bored, but when the story set pieces happen, when the story moments happen, it's just like, it's just not my sensibilities. It just didn't really work for me. So overall, highly recommended for this type of genre, the action, so on and so forth. Story, not so much. So there you go. Anyways, that's my take on Blades of the Guardians, which will be making a lot of money here very, very soon, especially today on Lunar New Year for the Chinese culture. So there you go. Anyways, with that said, thank you so much for watching. In the comments below, what is your favorite wuxia film? Are you looking forward to this movie? Do you know anything about this franchise? Let me know in the comments. Otherwise, if you like what you see on this video, hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium. Hit that notification bell. Top to fun's coming next. If you like this video, awesome. Hit that like button. And as always, we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out, guys.